Hi, friends. So today, oh, I guess Jack is here too. Hi, Jack. Today we are going to make some vegan pumpkin curry for Taylor because she likes curry and she wanted something with squash and pumpkin. I'm considering squash. And she already had pumpkin pasta, which is what I was originally going to make, so I decided to adapt it to curry because it's kind of gloomy outside and curry is always delicious when it's gloomy outside. So this is vegan and gluten-free, but if you want to add meat to it, that's totally fine. I just wanted to give like a brief rundown of what we're going to do, and then I'm going to go do it. And you needed to see me for a second, so, you know, we're going to see Poppy too, and she's so cute. But I'm using coconut milk and canned pumpkin instead of hollowing out a pumpkin and roasting it and then cutting it up, because ain't nobody got time for that. So we're using canned pumpkin. We're going to put some chickpeas in it and some bell peppers just to get rid of some vegetables. If you want to add mushrooms to it, you can. I usually just like to be like, what's in the fridge, and then throw it all in there to make our curry. And I mix it between Indian and Thai curry with all my spices that I use and stuff. So it's kind of whatever you want to do with it. This is just a basic rundown of how I make curry. I don't follow any instructions or whatever because I nobody got time for that either. My rice is already cooking just because it takes a second, so I wanted it to be done in time. But let's go ahead and get cooking. Say bye, Poppy. We're gonna go play on the floor and watch Mickey while Mom cooks. I'll be right back. Oh, I already have my pan heated up also. And I'm gonna put a little bit of vegetable oil. This is olive oil, and you just put a little bit of olive oil in there. You can use coconut oil if you want, but since I'm already adding coconut, I didn't want it to be too coconutty. Same with the rice. I usually make it with coconut water, but I didn't want it to be too coconutty again. Unless you want to like lick Hawaii or whatever, then fine. Go ahead and add all the coconut you want. I cut up some bell peppers and I rough chopped some chickpeas after I drained and rinsed them because you want to make sure you do that. And then I'm putting in my peppers first so that they can get a little bit soft. The chickpeas are already done, so you don't need to worry about that. I just want to make sure my peppers aren't too crunchy. And I like to stir, so I kind of just play with my food a little bit. But you're welcome just to let it sit. Let it kind of hang out for a second. I've got all my spices and stuff over here. I'm going to use just a dash of cumin, a little bit of ground ginger, a hint of turmeric maybe. And then I use, I like red curry, but you can use any curry paste you want. I like the Thai kitchen kind. And then I put a little bit of coriander in it. If you're feeling edgy and want it spicy, you can put chili garlic sauce in it, or sriracha, or both. But I only use a little bit of that. And since that has garlic in it, I don't put a ton of garlic, but if you want a little bit more garlic, I use minced garlic. And then I've got my pumpkin already, and my coconut milk. This is light because one of the recipes I used a few days ago was called for light coconut milk. So if you want full fat, that's fine. Not a big deal. But you just want to get your peppers softening, and I can smell them, so you're good to put your chickpeas in now, or garbanzo beans, whatever you want to call them. You're welcome to use potatoes as well. I know potatoes are common in curry, but since I'm putting the chickpeas, I'm not going to do both. And you got to make sure you get your chickpeas all over the counter, or you're not really cooking. Poppy's just behind me watching because she's going to be a good little chef one day. And then you can start seasoning now, or you can wait till you put all the liquid in. If it's too thick once you get everything in there because of all the vegetables and stuff, you're welcome to thin it out with water or vegetable stock. Or if you're not doing the vegan option, you can use chicken stock. Since it's pumpkin, I think sausage would be good with it if you want to put meat in it, but also chicken is fine too because chicken's delicious. But you just want to let your chickpeas sit and get friends with the peppers for a little bit. And then I'm going to add the garlic. You don't want to add the garlic right away because then it will get burnt, and nobody has time for burnt garlic. We're just going to do a little bit since the chili paste has garlic in it also, because it's called chili garlic paste. I hope you guys enjoyed the picture in the intro. Taylor and I have been friends since 2nd grade, and she's pretty cute, and I like her and stuff. And she's been practicing her cooking skills. Her and her boyfriend like to cook all the time because they're cute. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt in here. Just a hint, because you don't want to over salt anything, and you want to season as you go. So now that the chickpeas have had time to heat up, I'm going to put my pumpkin in, because you don't want it to taste like canned pumpkin. The zucchini would be good with this also to make friends with the pumpkin, since they're both squash. Also, because it's fall now, we've had the equinox, y'all can eat pumpkin now. And all you basic floozies can, you know, have your pumpkin in this way too, as well as your pumpkin spice lattes. Oh, Poppy. Pumpkin's delicious. It doesn't just have to be sweet, although I do make some delicious pumpkin cookies with cinnamon cream cheese frosting. So you want to make sure, get all that guy out of the can. And we're just incorporating it. It's going to be kind of weird and chunky for right now since we don't have the liquid in it yet, obviously. But I like to cook it off a little bit so it can become friends with everything right now. And I've got the cutest little spatula. The dollar store makes good products, man. So, if you don't want to use the whole can of chickpeas, because that seems like a lot, that's fine. Use the amount that suits your fancy. Poppy and I are going to take some pictures after lunch, so that'll be fun. Okay, so now that that's over stirred, because I like to stir, you can let it sit for a second, and now we're going to start with our seasonings. I'm going to put the curry paste in. I don't measure this, I kind of just go by color, but I use about that's probably about a tablespoon-ish. But you want to cook that out too. And then I don't measure any of my herbage because I'm silly, but just a dash of coriander, which makes it more Thai. Same with the cumin, or cumin, or however you want to say it. Same with the coconut as well, actually. But it could be Indian and Thai curry, not a big deal. And I don't like a ton of ginger, so just a hint of that. If you want to use fresh ginger, you can. No, I'm not going to put turmeric in it. What are you doing over there? But I am going to put the garlic chili paste in there. And it's not even paste, I guess it's more of a sauce, but whatever. But just a hint of that, probably only like a teaspoon of that, depending on your spice level, but whatever you want to do. Because like Bob Ross says, this is your painting, and you can make it however you want. Rip. I know. And then we're going to pour our coconut milk in, which I didn't shake it up is why it looked like that. So if you want to shake it up so it doesn't look gross, go for it. And then we're going to add some more salt out of my cute little owl guy. And I can hear our rice getting ready to boil over there, so that's good. I put a little bit of pepper in there for all the fun seasonings. If you want to add cilantro, I don't know if I already talked about that, then go for it. Or you can put it in the rice. But we're going to exchange spoons now. Go for a bigger one. And then once everything's incorporated and stuff, you want to turn the heat down. Because you want it to still be warm, obviously, and cook through. But you don't want it to boil all the liquid out, because then you're going to be left with mush. And nobody wants mush, we want curry. So while we get all this all stirred up and fun, pumpkin adds a nice color. But it would be about this color anyway, because of the red curry paste. Because if you know your color wheel, when red and white go together, it makes an orangey color or a pink, depending on how you're mixing it. Because art. Put a bird on it. Alright, so there's that patch of that. Here we go, we'll stir that in. And then basically you just let it chill until you're ready to eat it. Since it already boiled for a second, you don't need to bring it up to heat again or anything. It's basically just a consistency thing. I do want it to cook for at least 5 minutes just so that it's all incorporated and happy in there. We still have patches of unstirred, so we want to make sure and stir it. And then make sure you taste it before you're about to pull it off, obviously, so that it's adequate to how you want it. But I like the liquid level of this. Sometimes my curry comes out too chunky, but the chickpeas will help thicken it up if you're worried about it being too liquidy. But you want it saucy enough so that you can dip naan or whatever in it. I know, Poppy. Her grunting in the background. Don't mind her. Huh, you just like to make noise. You're chewing on your burpee. Okay, so this is stirred. We're gonna taste it, see how it goes. So it needs a little bit more salt, but that's fine. The spice level is good though. You can taste the other spices in there getting all cooked and whatnot. And that's another reason you want to leave it on here, is so that the flavor profiles can develop. So I'm going to turn it down now to medium-low so that it can still cook and be hot but not overdone. And I dripped over the side of the pan, fixed it. So we're going to put a little bit more salt in it. This is probably why measuring is good, because then you know how much salt is in it, but it's fine. So this is a super easy weeknight meal also, because you just throw everything in this here pan. We're just gonna let this chill here for a second while we finish up our rice. So I'm gonna turn it down to low and cover it up so it doesn't evaporate off. So we'll just let him sit there and get happy, put all of our ingredients and stuff away, and I will see you back in a second once it's all done. Okay. So the rice finished up, and those of you that have seen my Snapchat know I like to do a bit of a rustic slash also fancy presentation. So what you do is you just stick your rice in a measuring cup and you kind of pack it in there so it comes out, and then you just spread the curry around it, or you can pour it on top, or you can mix it all together like mashed potatoes and gravy, or do whatever you want. So this is how it turned out. I think it's pretty cute. It's pretty tasty. I'm excited to eat it. If you have any questions, make sure you comment or send me a text or something. And don't mind the glare on my glasses. But that is pumpkin curry for my Taylor squash lady. So I will see you later. I don't know for sure when, just because being in school, since it started back up, it's kind of hard to have a consistent flow of videos. But I will see you when I see you, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.